It's time to talk about another painfully generic Netflix movie. It's that time of the year. Going into Havoc, I knew that it was a movie that was on the horizon for many years now. It kept getting pushed year by year by Netflix. I knew that it had Tom Hardy, and it was from Gareth Evans, who rose to fame with the Raid movies, and I had every intention of watching those movies ahead of seeing this one. I unfortunately did not find time to watch those movies, so I can't really compare as to how Havoc holds up next to those movies. But what I can tell you was that within probably the first act of this movie, I could already tell where it was going, and I knew that it wasn't going to work for me because it is just so dull and painfully generic and predictable. I find no pleasure in talking shit about movies. Like, I want people to hopefully like this movie more than I do. I feel like that's something to start off with because I had every intention of enjoying this movie. I wanted to kind of just turn my brain off and enjoy a good action movie. Instead, this movie just feels lifeless. Like, there's no real emotional core. When I think of action movies, for them to really work for me personally, I know some people, their favorite genre is action. That's not the case for me. For an action movie to really work, I need heart. I need a good story, I need good characters, good writing. What's the key theme in all of those? Good is subjective, of course, but something really just to flesh it out. There are outliers, of course, like Con Air, which I think is a great, stupid, fun action movie. Where does Havoc fall in terms of the action movie genre? It falls into the just bland pile. The real highlight, and unfortunately the only highlight, is the action, which is very well done. It's well shot, well choreographed style, and lots of blood, so it definitely doesn't hold back in that department. I think if you're an action movie fan, you'll probably be satisfied in that regard. It can't escape the feeling of just feeling like a typical Netflix action movie, one that just lacks substance and originality, one that just pumped out for content kind of thing. Tom Hardy, who's an actor that I would by no means call one of my personal favorites, but I know a lot of people love him. I think that he's a very talented actor. He's never been a personal draw for me. Like, I don't check out movies only because of him. He's simply fine here. That's only because he just doesn't have much of anything to work with. He works well enough with the material, but doesn't elevate it to another level or really give a commanding performance. But the key thing and why I thought it was dull, the boring story. I have seen this story so many times before, not to mention many times more effectively. I was like, what's the hook here? What makes this movie stand out in this subgenre, this particular subgenre of action movies where you have a crooked cop trying to bring justice to a city, and there is no real hook. I'm still struggling to think about what it is. From when you go to a pitching the movie perspective, I think that Gareth Evans' direction behind the camera, I think that that is the hook in terms of the action style. Maybe Netflix was like, go make a story that you want to tell, and this was the story that he came up with. If so, that's really disappointing because from all I heard, this is a very talented director. Maybe this is just a miss for him, just a predictable and bland movie that I will probably forget about in 24 hours. The action is the highlight. If that's what you want, you'll get it. I didn't care about any of the characters. There's no heart. It's just frustrating. Unfortunately, I can't pinpoint really much of anything to say this is why you should watch Havoc on Netflix. I'm sorry. I'm going to give Havoc a D+, and I think you should just skip this movie entirely. Like I said earlier, I hope you enjoyed this movie more than I did. Be sure to let me know your thoughts on the movie down below in the comments. If you enjoyed the video, hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. And as always, look forward to more content coming soon. My name is Ben, people call me Meter, and I'll see you guys in the next one.